Hello, I'm Janice Clairfield. I'll be teaching the prenatal yoga teacher training for conscious and sacred birthing at the Vancouver School of Bodywork and Massage. In anticipation of that, I'm sharing this time with three beautifully pregnant women. Jamie, 27 weeks pregnant. Olga, 35 weeks. Jess, 27 weeks. Please come into as comfortable a seated position as possible. And you don't have to be cross-legged. You can stretch your legs out. Pregnant women have taught me so much. From my pregnant students, I have created what I call a governing principle, and it's my bottom line. The governing principle is to be guided by your body wisdom. The body is communicating to you 24/7 through sensation. And so if something doesn't feel right, simply it's not. So we find a modification or adjustment. And if you're not sure, then during pregnancy, we're always on the side of safety and caution, always on the side of less. So on those days where you're feeling really great, you can work in an energetic way. On the days where you are feeling more tired, perhaps nauseous, or if you're recuperating, then you work in a very gentle way. And really, there's nothing more powerful than gentleness. The body opens in gentleness. The mind opens in gentleness. And the heart opens in gentleness. And childbirth is a profound letting go. For the profound letting go to occur, not only for the baby to emerge, but also the letting go of expectations about how the pregnancy is going to unfold or how the birth is going to unfold, is really a journey of courage. And so we're going to connect to our heart. So please sit with your heart uplifted and gently close your eyes. Bring a softness to your eyes as they float behind the warmth of your eyelids. And let your lips rest softly together, breathing in and out of the nostrils, unless there's some congestion. Turning the palms of your hands upwards in a receptive gesture. Letting your awareness rest in your heart center, the seat of loving kindness, compassion, and courage. It is a very courageous endeavor to give birth and to be a mother. Slowly bring the palms of your hands together. Gently rub the palms, stimulating the energy, and place one hand over your heart and one hand over your baby. To these hands, bring a quality of great tenderness as you care for your baby and care for yourself. And feel the connection from your heart to your baby's and from your baby's heart to yours. Breathe that connection. When you inhale, breathing into your heart, further illuminating those beautiful qualities of compassion, loving kindness, and courage. Your baby is highly sensitive and knows when you are available, so you may notice that your baby responds to you. You may have a sense if your baby is moving or resting. And then let the hand over your heart slide down so that both hands are over your belly, over your baby. And with your next exhalation, gently tighten the abdominal muscles. And when you inhale, release. Exhale, engage the belly. Inhale, let go. Continue now in your own timing, tightening the abdominals, sometimes more firmly, other times more gently, never forcing as you rock your baby. And as you rock your baby, You are bringing more blood flow to these abdominal muscles that get very stretched during pregnancy, bringing more oxygen, vitalizing these muscles. Practicing this abdominal toning throughout your pregnancy will allow you to have access to these muscles even at term, so that when you are in labor, you can have the very conscious choice of sometimes relaxing the belly and other times tightening it. Don't worry about synchronizing perfectly with the breath. You can be creative with your rhythms, speeding up or slowing down. Rocking your baby. And now just let the belly relax and let your hands rest on your legs. Before reopening your eyes, think about straddling your awareness inside and out. Begin with a downcast, soft gaze and let your inhalation be the link from your outer awareness to your inner awareness. You may have noticed during pregnancy that you have more interest in your inner life. And with yoga, we get to be aware of the inside and the outside simultaneous. So some of you were telling me that sometimes you feel a little bit constipated during your pregnancy. This is not uncommon. The hormone relaxin that floods your body in preparation for softening of the ligaments of the pelvis to help the pelvis disengage as the baby emerges affects other parts of your body. It softens the vascular system that opens to contain more blood. As well, your digestion slows down. The peristalsis slows down. So if we come into uplifted posture and we gently twist to the left, look all the way to the left, stretching even the muscles of your eyes and maintaining your internal uplift as you twist through this internal space all the way to the right. And then just gently go back and forth. You're massaging your intestines, stimulating digestion. And then come back to center. Maintain your internal uplift so there's more internal space for breath. And then just round your back, drop your chin. And then lift the heart, take the gaze up. And just go back and forth, stimulating the spinal cord. And then come back to a neutral place. Close your eyes and notice the quality of your breath. When we're externally attentive, the habit of the breath tends to be shallow. Let your exhalation empty out without pushing. When we let go of all the old air that the body doesn't need anymore, we optimize internal capacity for your next inhalation. Receive the gift of the next inhalation, the fullness of the inhalation, without pulling. And when you exhale, let go completely. And so with every inhalation, receiving fresh oxygen, prana, vital essence, chi, that goes to the trillions of cells in your body and your baby's body. You are breathing your body. So as you align your awareness with the coming and going of the breath that is breathing your body and your baby's body, you are preparing your mind to ride the contractions. So when you are in labor, you will be riding the waves of the contractions with awareness and with your breath as you breathe your baby out. And now, with your hands on the outsides of your knees, lift your knees up and stretch your legs forward, and let's just give them a wiggle. So as pregnancy progresses, your fluid volume increases up to 50%. The blood vessels are broadening for the increase of blood, so you may notice that your legs are tingly, yeah? So we can just give them a wiggle. And then let's again cross the legs. And you also told me that sometimes you felt that you couldn't quite get enough breath. This is not uncommon during pregnancy because the baby takes over internal space. And then the uterus is thickening. The amniotic fluid is increasing. So there's less room for the diaphragm, the main muscle of breath. What we're going to do now is activate the secondary muscles of breath, the intercostals between the ribs, which will help you find more breath. So let's just raise the arms, let them float up. Clasp your fingers, turn the palms upwards, stretch up, and then bend your elbows, drop your left elbow. Fold over to the left. You might like to close your eyes to have more internal focus. And when you inhale, inflate internal space and see if you can have your inhalation touch those intercostal muscles between the ribs. Let the exhalation empty completely in your own timing. And then inhale, inflating internal space in all directions. Come back to center. Reach the palms up, take your gaze up. And as the head comes to neutral, bend the elbows, dropping the right elbow, and fold over to the other side. And now when you inhale, see if you can let your inhalation touch the intercostal muscles between the ribs on the left side. Come back to center, press the palms up, take the gaze up. You can feel when the arms are overhead that the torso is longer, more space for breath. So those times where you just feel you can't get enough breath, simply lift your arms and then slowly let your arms float down by your side. Beautiful. And let's close this session once again with the hand over your heart and one hand over your baby's heart. When you inhale, breathe in the confidence you have in your wise, powerful body to gestate and give birth. Feel that. Embody it. And with your next inhalation, breathe in the certainty you have in your baby's body to give birth. Your baby will be very involved in the birth. Acknowledge the partnership that you and your baby share in this upcoming, heroic, and most transformational journey of childbirth. And then gently bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you very much for sharing this beautiful time together.